Hello everyone. In this video we will talk about creating a table in design view in Microsoft Access 2010. For this I will click on create and then from the tables group of buttons I will click on table design. This opens up a different interface here wherein I can provide the field name. The field name is the column name. For me, the first column will be named as roll number. The data type will be auto number. If you want, you can provide a description, but it is not mandatory. So I will just write here, it is unique for every student. Okay, the second column will be the student name and data type will be text. Now we are creating the table in design view, so we have the more control over what will be the several properties related to the column. For example, in case of student name, the text is going to be a very short one, probably up to 40 characters. So from the field properties panel in the general tab, we will select the field size option and instead of 255, we will make it 40. We will go to the next column. The next column is address. This is again text. Well, what is text? Text is any combination of alphabets and digits. So the address can contain the number and the alphabets in a combination, and it can also contain a few special symbols like hyphen, comma, etc. So for this also I have selected text data type. In the field size option, I will make it 150. Now, the fourth column will be the date of birth. As we know that in the date of birth, we have to store the date. We will select date time here. And now in the properties area, we will see the format. Format is the way the date will be displayed when we view the data of the table. Let's click on this drop down arrow and we will select long date. The long date displays the date and the month name in words and the year in 4 digits. Now input mask. Well, input mask provides us a placeholder which acts as a guide. We can see on the screen how many digits we have to provide and what will be the separator. So let's click on input mask. We have the 3 dots button. This is called as ellipsis button. We'll click on this button. Okay, so before the input mask wizard is launched, it is asking us to save the table. So let's save it. Click on yes. Let's provide the name to the table. It is student details. Click on OK. It's saying there is no primary key defined. Okay, we'll talk about primary key later. So for now, we will not define any primary key. Fine. So now in the input mask, we will take a short date format for now. And if you want to try, click here. As you can see, we have a set of underscore symbols. So these underscore symbols are representing the number of digits we will be able to enter. Let's try entering some date. I will enter here 21st December 2009. Can I place any more digits? No. So I did not type hyphen either, but it has taken the date in appropriate format. Let's click on next, next and finish. Let's save the table. In order to save the table, we'll click on save button. But can we start entering the data now? No, it's not possible in the design view. So if you want to enter the data, you have to switch to the data sheet view. For that, you can click on the view button which is displayed here and you can see there are 4 options, out of which we have to simply talk about 2 views for now. One is data sheet view, other is design view. If you see, the design view is already highlighted, so the table is now open in design view. Now click on data sheet view and it will switch to the data sheet view. Now click on the student name. will not enter any value for roll number column because it is already specified as auto number. So the data will be generated automatically by Microsoft Access. Now let's enter some student name here. I will say Ashutosh. Let's enter the address and the date of birth. So date of birth is going to be 12 March 2001. As you saw here, I did not provide any hyphen, and even if I want, I cannot provide any more digits. So click in the next name, start typing. As you can see, the roll number is being generated automatically. So let's enter another date. So 14th November 2009. Press enter and we are done. Why do we see this hash symbol here? It is because the content of the cell is more wide than the visible width of the column. So for this, we can expand the column width. When you want to resize the column width, you can place the mouse pointer between the two columns, and when it changes its shape, you can double click there to make it auto fit. Similarly for the address column also, and for date of birth also. There is one more thing which we should notice. We can see that the date appears in the long date format. Even when, while entering the data, we are entering the date of birth in the format of 2 digits for date, 2 digits for the month, and 4 digits for the year. It is automatically converted into the long date format. And this is happening because at the time of designing the table, we specified this particular format, and while entering the date, we are entering it according to the input mask which we decided. Now, in order to save the table, we will click on save and will close the database.